Hey everyone, how you doing today? And welcome back to the Dropped in 3 channel. So today we're going to be doing a full review for Shazam Fury of the Gods. So if you don't know how these reviews are going to work, what's going to happen is I'm going to come on here, maybe in the future, other people will come on too. And I'm going to, I guess, we're going to talk about the movie in full. I'm talking not just non-spoilers, but spoilers on top of it. So if you don't want to hear anything spoiled from Shazam Fury of the Gods, you only have a minute because I'm going to give just a quick summary of what I think of the film, real quick. So I think this film is mid. That's kind of all you need to know. But to be honest with you, I think it's mid because of the acting is mid, the plot is mid, the CGI is mid, the music is mid, the jokes are mid, the fights are mid. What else isn't mid? What isn't mid in this movie? I can't think of anything that isn't mid. They had a story that focused a lot more on the Shazam family than usual. Well, than the other film where it was mainly Shazam. I understood what they were trying to do, and I do like the Shazam family. I just feel like the plot was plots that I've seen before already in like 2004 or something. So that's what kind of movie we have. It just felt like another sequel. It felt like a kind of pointless entry in the DCEU. And to be honest with you, I'd rather not watch this again. And it's one of those movies where I'd watch again if I was like on something. It's not something I would want to watch out of free will, to be honest with you. And that's pretty much it in terms of my review. I haven't recorded my actual review yet, but I'm probably gonna give it a 5 out of 10 in all honesty, because that's just what the movie is. It's just a whole lot of mid. So if you want to see me talk more about it without spoilers, check out my review on my channel. But to get into spoilers, man, man, Jesus Christ. Superhero movies now, they're getting laughable. I won't even lie. It's starting to get laughable because at least Marvel, you are at least like, you know what? If DC is bad, at least Marvel's okay. Now Marvel's bad. So it's just a whole bunch of poo mixed together, unfortunately. Where do I even start with this movie? All right. So the trailers was where I'm going to start, because from the trailers, I thought, honestly, do you know what? The reason why I'm a bit more positive than usual is because from the trailers, I thought this movie was going to be trash. I thought it was going to be dog water trash. Like, I'm not even going to lie. Those trailers were horrible. Jesus Christ. Like, you play Eminem and you just pop some crap jokes, man. Crap jokes. I'm sorry. It's just no. Like, when I saw this trailer, this is the thing about Shazam that kind of annoys me with this movie. That trailer, I didn't know if it was for kids or for adults. I won't even lie. And that's how I felt like in this movie. Is this movie for kids or for adults? Because they'll crack some jokes, right? Where you're like, all right, yeah, that's funny if you're like 12 or something. You'll find that hilarious. Like, one joke was, haha, Khaleesi. Oh, here you go. I mean, I guess Shazam's a kid, so he's meant to crack jokes. I get it. But the jokes aren't funny, man. Like, watch some Spider-Man movies, man. There you get some decent jokes, or superheroes have some decent jokes. But man, getting back to that, right? The reason why I say is it for kids or not is because some of the jokes are childish, but then you'll now see someone go and flipping jump off a building and smack on the ground, and you're like, Jesus Christ, like that's pretty damn violent. And bro, people got popped off in this movie. They got popped, man. People died, man. People really got killed. So that's why I'm like, what are we doing here? Who is the target audience of this movie? I have no idea. Either way, both audiences it fails, man, because it's just a heaping pile of mid. Like, bro, Helen Mirren and Lucy Liu are in this damn movie. How do you put them in mid? Like damn, that sucks, man. Because Helen Mirren and Lucy Liu were actually, well, I can't even say that. Interesting, because their characters kind of suck too. But at least they tried. Like, damn, I can give. At least they were trying to do something. Like, Helen Mirren as a badass supervillain, that's awesome. Lucy Liu as a supervillain, that's awesome. Like, bro, that's incredible. But when you see it in actuality and when you hear the lines of dialogue, man, you're just like, oh my god, man. Like originally with this movie, right? I was meant to watch this on a Friday night, and Saturday I wanted to do other things. So, like, it was between Saturday and Friday. I decided to go Friday night. I said, let's just get this over and done with. I'm so happy I did that because if I'd watched this movie on a Saturday while I had stuff I wanted to actually do, I would have been fuming. I would have been fuming in this review, honestly. Now I'm here like, hey, I had a all right time and it was mid. You know what I mean? So that's where I'm at with this movie. Because man, anyway, back to the whole review, right? The Shazam family. Here's the thing. I actually like the Shazam family. I actually like them. The problem is they're barely developed. You could ask me who's the favorite stuff from the Shazam family or the traits of the Shazam family. I can reduce it to a couple sentences each person. That's not really good. I'm not gonna lie. Even Shazam in this movie, I understand that he has just got his family. He's trying to keep this family like apart. Basically, a stark difference from Shazam from the last movie. He was like, "Oh my god, screw you guys! Everyone left me. This is that." But this one, he's like, "All right, you know what? This is my family. I want to keep this together." I get it. But there was some interest, like I don't know. Shazam just didn't. I mean, it was better in this movie, but I mean, Shazam and Billy Batson were better in the movie, more connected and all that. I just thought, why just reduce him to just the family man role? It wasn't the greatest. I feel like he could have done a bit more, like have some more. Like there was this one plot line they mentioned in the movie where I thought was damn interesting, where they said, "Hey, Billy, you're turning 18 soon. I see why you're trying to keep everyone together." Because I think it's the girl from his older sister. I believe her name is Mary. The one is in college, or who wants to be in college. She goes, "Hey, dude, I know you're 18. You're turning 18 soon. You're scared that they're gonna move away from foster care and all that. I get it because you used to have your mom and your mom abandoned you." That is an interesting story. Why didn't we go through that plot line? We hear it once. We hear it one more time towards the end of the film, and that's it. I'm like, what the hell? That's wasted potential. You know what I'm saying? Like, why didn't we just stick with that plot line and go through that? That's way more interesting than what we got. Damn. So it's annoying because his flipping brother had a way more interesting story, even though I have some questions in terms of his story. Like he was the best part of the movie because the story wrote him as the best part of the movie. Like that was basically it. Even though that love story sucked, man. That love story was bulls. I'm sorry. I don't care what anyone says. That love story was nyash, man. But I can at least acknowledge that he at least had a good time. Like it was at least a good time with his character. He was cracking some decent jokes, not that bad compared to what everybody else was cracking. Jesus Christ. One of the jokes was, oh my God, one of the worst jokes in the movie. So they're all like, they all get caught, right? They all get caught by their parents, the Shazam family. And then all of them are like, oh my God, they start explaining. And one of the brothers like, I'm gay. And they're like, oh yeah, we know you're gay. Bro, this is 2023. How is I'm gay still funny? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's 2023 now. I'm gay should have been done like in 2015. How is that still meant to be a funny joke? That joke just was lazy to me. I'm sorry. I was just like, seriously? Like, I couldn't even believe I heard that. I was like, okay, mate. I knew what made it worse. It was one of the characters that had barely any impact. Okay. I tell a lie. He had a little bit of impact because he had a room whereby they had all these mystical books and all that, and everybody got there and they got the information from there. Fine, he had some impact, but it's just like he did nothing other than that in the movie. He's useless apart from that. He found a room, great, mate. Like, and his jokes is I'm gay. Like, this is what I mean. This is why I'm like, what are we doing here? Even to oh man, Jesus Christ, man. So I'm gonna talk about that love story soon because that love story was flipping peak. But yeah, it's just wasted potential of some of the plot lines. Even the fact that Mary's like, I want to go to college, I can't go to college. I wish we learned more about that. Like that, those are interesting plot points. But hey, is what it is. We're gonna be reduced to Shazam having an existential crisis and his buddy getting a love story with one of the villains of the movie. That's pretty much what the movie is. And oh yeah, and Skittles. Don't forget Skittles. I can't forget Skittles. Oh God, some of the worst product placement I've ever seen in my life since Power Rangers did Krispy Kreme donuts. That was I couldn't believe it because I saw them eat Skittles once, right? And I was like, "Oh, Skittles, that's really interesting." Like, I would love some Skittles now. Then they made Skittles into a whole plot point, and I was just like, "Seriously, Because it's because a unicorn needed colors or likes multiple colors. You gave them Skittles. Taste the rainbow. One of the lines of the movie, by the way. Taste the rainbow. Taste the rainbow, mother F. Ha ha ha! Stupid movie. Anyway, for real, man. Some of the jokes were bad. I'm sorry. I can't believe James Gunn actually said this was a good movie. It's not. It's not a good movie. I'm not gonna lie. I know you're head of DC, but don't lie. It's not a good movie. Where else do I go? Oh, CGI was lawful. I mean, you kind of expected that, man. This is like the Black Adam universe, man. The CGI was laughable at times. Yeah, and to do with the action scenes, this is bad, but none of them were interesting to me. Absolute none of them. And I think I know why. I think I'm tired of just people flying and punching. I'm really tired of it. I feel like the problem with action movies and superhero movies, action scenes in superhero movies is I feel like the punches don't have much weight. The punches that don't have a weight. Just them flying about makes them seem a bit too powerful. So when they get hit by anything, you know they're gonna instantly stand up. So you don't really feel any peril like that. Like it's just it's just not good, man. Like it was literally just a bunch of flying and punching and take that, and I'll yank you here, and you get hit by a building. And yeah, I've seen all this in Superman, man. Like I've seen better in Dragon Ball Z. So I don't know with the action scenes in Shazam. It's a big problem with action scenes in DC. Period. Apart from Batman, and I guess Suicide Squad, every action scene from DC heroes is kind of yeah. Except for that one time when Superman fought the Justice League, everything else has just been weird. Oh, sorry, no. When Batman, sorry, that was Batman. I already said Batman. Yeah, it's weird fight scenes, really weird fight scenes. Oh man. In terms of the plot, so the plot are these three sisters of, I believe, what was their name again? What was the name of the father? The father who basically had the magic that courses through the Shazam family's veins. He died in order to give them. Well, no, the wizard took the power or sealed his power, which gave power to Shazam and them lot. Fine, and the people, the children of that man who lost his power want revenge and want to take over the world or something like that. And the way they, man. And that was the story, and the plot twist was that you thought there were two sisters. There's three, and one of them is the one that Freddy's trying to get with. So Freddy has a whole love story. Freddy was his name. That was it. So Freddy's trying to have a whole love story. And the fact that one girl is actually talking to him, and he couldn't believe it, talking to him normally, which could have been a cute story. I won't lie, because the girl was interesting. It was kind of weird how quickly she liked this guy. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Because that's not realistic. I'm sorry, but the speed at which she liked him, I said fine, whatever. And then he gets caught because he tried to Shazam himself. Fine, seen that before. Could have seen that from a mile away. Her power, okay. Actually, I'll give her credit. What's her name? Anna. Anna is her name. Her power was cool. Her power was actually the coolest thing in the movie. I'll give credit to that because it was very Doctor Strange-esque. It was a dope power. That's the only good thing I can say about the movie. Her power was cool. But that love story was tragic. I don't care. I didn't care about both of them. I was like, bro, kill this girl. Dude, this girl, do your mission. And it was so obvious that she was going to change side when she started saying, oh my God, I wanted to just replant the tree somewhere else and make sure we have the tree of life back. I was just like, oh, you're doing a turn good, aren't you? You're going to be like, if they kill all humans, it's bad, even though humans are part of the reasons why you lost your powers, but it's okay. It's okay. Don't have anger for the heroes, humans. Don't do it. Whatever, man. That whole story, man. It was just basically, it was a love story that I've seen before. So it wasn't anything different. So I was just there knowing it beat by beat. And I was just there like, all right, cool. Yay, you fall in love. Even the fact that she even released Freddy from a prison, the way he got released and said, oh, okay, I'm going to go help my sisters now. I was like, this is just plot for moving plot, man. It's just not good. I'm sorry. I believe that's my ramble over because I can't really think of anything else I can say about the movie apart from how mid the lines were, how mid the jokes were, how mid the action was, how mid the acting was, how mid, just a whole bunch of mid. That's what it is. It's. At first, I wasn't like when I walked out of the cinema. I said, you know what, this movie was hella mid, but I wouldn't mind seeing more from the Shazam family because I actually like the Shazam family, even though the kids were sidelined. the kids were definitely, even Billy Batson, the kid, was highlight. Only Freddy really won this movie. Whoever acted as Freddy, you won, bro. You won. You got everything. Like, bro, but the kids were silent. But anyway, I do like the Shazam family. I like the actual family aspect of it. I wish it was told better in a better story, but I wouldn't mind seeing that in a future film. But I don't even know if we'll even get to that because it doesn't look like it's getting good ratings or good money. So anyway, if that was a possibility, I wouldn't mind seeing the Shazam family again. Um, it's just that I'm a bit disappointed because in Shazam 1, it was actually very heartfelt. Like the whole fact that Billy is trying to figure himself out because literally he has no one, no family. The fact that the whole story with his mom was really interesting. The fact that Freddy was turning into his own man even without the powers. I know that's kind of the story in this one, but they just didn't tell it that well. That whole story just had a lot of heart. This whole story feels like they were trying to shoehorn family heart, and it just wasn't it. They were just basically doing a Fast and Furious, man. Like, you know how Fast and Furious is like, this is for my family, this is for my family. They shoehorn the crap out of family in your face. That was what this movie was. And it's ironic how they mentioned Fast and Furious in this movie, and they also have Helen Mirren, who's part of Fast and Furious. Very ironic. Very, very ironic. So that's all I'm going to say about this movie. I think this movie, if you want to watch it, but don't watch it with any expectations. Don't watch it with your brain switched on. Just watch it for fun and go home. That's what I would say in this movie. And in terms of superhero movie, granted, I guess this is where the DCEU, the new one, stops with this one. So I guess that's heaven sent. But all in all, man, superhero movies, I'm not even going to lie to you. It's just a shame what's happening to them. I know Guardians will slap. I know the new Batman movie will probably slap. I know the Spider-Man movie will slap. But it's just the level of superhero movies, the quality is going lower, man. It's such a shame. It really is. I'm tired of going to a cinema and just expecting mid and watching mid. I'm tired of even just seeing corny jokes and corny stuff, man. I'm really tired of corny superhero movies. I'm tired, especially when you have reference to the flipping Batman, which was an incredible movie. You have reference to Spider-Man verse, which is an incredible movie. You have reference to Logan, which is an incredible movie. All came out within the last, 5 years, 6 years, and we're still getting trash. It's like, come on, man. Like, what are we actually doing here? It is what it is, man, but we'll wait and see. Hopefully James Gunn can fix this mess. Superman, hopefully his Superman movie kills it. Do you know what's funny? I say all this. James Gunn is actually talented. I'm not going to count out James Gunn. He's probably going to make a fantastic superhero movie in terms of Superman. I just don't know what's happening with the rest of DC. That one I'll have to wait and see. But anyway, two more things I need to mention, actually. Two more things. Number one, Wonder Woman. Yeah, man. Really shoehorned that joke. Really shoehorned that joke. But it was interesting seeing Gal Gadot back as Wonder Woman and the fact that she was the goddess that saved Shazam. Shazam's whole death was stupid. I'm sorry. That was stupid. I mean, it was cool that he weaponized Shazam, but the death itself was stupid. It's like the Superman death in Batman vs. Superman. I was like, this death is stupid, man. Because he's going to come back. He came back and it was just like, oh, great. I didn't feel any emotion when he died. I didn't care because I knew it would come back to him straight away. It's so stupid. But they had to show it that she's Wonder Woman's part of the universe. So, of course. Oh, man. And then what was the other thing I wanted to mention? I forgot, actually. I think that was it. Wonder Woman. And honestly, I think that's all I want to talk about this movie. Like this movie, I want to forget this ever existed. So that's pretty much it, really. Thank you very much for watching this full review of Shazam on the Dropped in 3 channel. Did you like it? Did you not like it? Let me know in the comment section. I am open to discussion. Thank you very much for watching again. Please like this video, subscribe to my channel or the Dropped in 3 channel for more reviews, more talks, more nerdy content. I hope you have a great day. I hope you stay safe, and I will see you soon. And Shazam, man, just DC Marvel fix up. And announcement, or not really announcement. I will be doing a John Wick review. I can't wait for John Wick 4. Some good ass movies back. So I can't wait to talk about John Wick 4. And yeah, that's pretty much it. All right. See ya. And I guess bye.